Oh, welcome back. It's time for some feel-good news with a dose of heroism, buckets of heroism, in fact. South Africa was rocked by the building collapse in George on the 6th of May that had a devastating effect on so many lives. It put so many families through the absolute worst kind of scenario. Some incredible sniffer dogs put their paws up, lending a helpful paw in the search, and canine trainers James and Marianne are here to chat to us about the lives they managed to save in George, along with their incredible pups, Chaos and Echo. That's a dangerous name, calling your pup Chaos, and she's looking at me.
Can I just say, with names like these and dogs like those, they deserve their own movie franchise. That is for sure. So cool.
The
James,
Fast and the Furious.
yeah, Miriam, thank you very much for joining us. Everyone was just gravitating to you the minute you walked into studio because they've got just such incredible presence, these pups. But I mean, firstly, a big thank you for the role that you played. I mean, it was a devastating story. We saw it splashed out on the news headlines, on social media. It was everyone, but you guys were there. How many people were you able to assist in the end?
It's very difficult to tell at any point in time, especially in that situation, because when the dogs were alerting, they're alerting on essentially odor that's coming up through the concrete. So, and there was quite a few areas where there was multiple people under the concrete. So how many people we actually have no idea.
Yeah, and of course for you guys as well. I mean, to be on it, I mean, this is what you guys do. I mean, what was the situation like? Because we know that, I mean, we're sitting with a collapse. It was rubble. It was unstable. What was the situation like? What you guys saw? I mean, you were on the ground.
Yeah, so we arrived on Tuesday evening. We were deployed on Monday.
Yeah.
We were deployed at 5. We left Solaris Pass at about 4:30. Got to George at 8, and we were on the site at 8:30 with the dogs.
My goodness.
Because it's very important to get on as quickly as possible for the dogs to ID on any live people, so that the rescue can then start. So we deployed them. They ID'd on about 7 different places where they could smell live. The dogs then come off the site, and then the rescuers start trying to remove concrete.
The toil. I mean, it is such a collaborative effort, and it's an emotional effort. I remember Alderman J.P. Smith talking about a particular rescue scenario that he arrived at, where they had stopped finding bodies, live people. And the dogs became so despondent, they actually had to hide and pretend to be live rescue people so that these dogs could get inspired again. There is an emotional connection here, something that happens through that training process. How do you get this right when you're dealing with something, a nose that is so nuanced and something that is so good at what it does? How do you point that in the right direction? How do you train these pups for this urban kind of rescue environment?
That's a very good question and quite a complex answer that I'm going to try and keep very high level. But for the live find, essentially what we do is exactly what you described. We start off with normally the handler doing what we call a runaway. So the handler goes and hides, and then someone releases the dog, and the handler, obviously, the dog wants to get to the to the handler. So it kind of teaches the dog the hunting for something, and then we go through a process of taking different people. And getting them to go and hide, and the dog just goes through a process of learning that when it finds someone, it's going to get rewarded. And essentially, the dogs are searching for the reward. They're searching for the payment. They're not really searching so much from a humanitarian point of view.
Yeah.
They're searching because they know they're going to get paid at the end of it.
Something as simple as this is their payment.
Yeah.
But that's exactly it. Yeah, I mean, it's about the reward, but I mean, it's a skill that we don't possess. That we can hone in. That can mean the difference between life or death, and that's how serious it is. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's also important for you as handlers and for the pups to be safe in an environment like that. I mean, what are the measures? Because you want to make sure that your dogs are safe. I mean, these guys I can imagine the training takes quite a while, to really get this right and pinpoint it. What safety measures are in place for you guys to ensure your safety as well?
Yeah, so we obviously, if there's someone on site who will check that the area is safe for humans' weight to go on. Areas, it's not about me, it's about the ball.
Oh, whatever. That's love.
I love that.
Yeah, so, and obviously the dog's being a bit lighter than us. We can send them in areas where it's safe.
Yes.
All right, put your...
And I'll take over for a moment. If we need to, we put booties on the dogs. So all the dogs are trained to wear booties if they need to. We do only put booties on the dogs if it is necessary because of the environment, because it does change their ability to understand movement and some of their
For sure.
traction and that kind of thing. So if we can keep the dogs with their natural feet, that's
I mean,
better.
this is an athlete. It's a breed.
And we do a lot of agility training with them, functional agility training with them, and teaching them how to understand to climb ladders and cross very narrow ledges and all that kind of thing.
Just very quickly, how do you know a dog is right for this? Because there's very different breeds doing this.
Yeah.
What is the mark of a successful search and rescue dog?
So our dogs have to be human friendly. They mustn't show any aggression because we're going to be looking not just for adults, or we're looking for children.
Often, yeah.
Or elderly people. Then the next thing is they have to be toy obsessed. So not just like their toy, they have to be like, I want it. I don't want anything
They have to
but
have a
that.
switch.
They have
Basically,
to go completely.
just like that.
And when this isn't around, we have an off button so they can relax and chill.
I love that. It's absolutely amazing. What a resource to have. And I'm talking on both sides here of the couch. Thank you so much for the work that you do. And I know it must come with its fair share of trauma as well. So thank you for taking all of that on board for the rest of us. We really do appreciate it. Just absolutely too beautiful
Chaos
for words.
and echo.
I was going to ask who's the boss here in the relationship, but I think we know. Thank you,
Definitely the
Echo. Well, dogs like these incredible pups here, Chaos and Echo, are true heroes, bar none. And we all honor their incredible work, likewise their trainers. And just like these dogs go out of their way to protect us, NEXGARD believes that they deserve the same protection from us, their custodians, inside and out. That's against fleas, ticks, mites and worms, all the usual suspects. And NEXGARD is protecting our heroes who protect us, ultimately.
Absolutely. And some heroes wear capes, others wear collars. What a joy
And
this
capes
morning.
if they want.
Capes if they want to. But here's the thing, you stand the chance to win 2,000 Rand cash and a surprise goodie. Simply reply to the competition post on Expresso's social media pages and tell us a heartwarming story about your dog. And I mean, there's so many. I bet you don't even have to think about it. Now, don't forget to include that hashtag NEXGARD and hashtag Guardians of Love. This competition closes at midday on Friday, the 7th of June. That's tomorrow. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Good luck, guys. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Put the ball away before it goes flying. The cameras go.
Oh, man, I would imagine you get this reaction from people all the time. Do you ever feel like they steal your limelight just a little bit?
Yeah. You guys are just...
But we couldn't do what we do without them. So.
And we get people that come up and they're like, "Oh, Chaos, and sorry, you are
Yeah, who are you?
just chopped liver or something." I don't know.
Buddy, you are not chopped liver, okay? Oh, thank you. You are definitely not chopped liver. I don't have a ball. I'm sorry.
Well, just to be nice.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh, you guys are amazing. Can they stay for the day?
Yeah.
For a little bit. Thank you.
Makeup.
Yeah, makeup again, it's been removed.
All right.
All right. Well, it's time for us to, I think, take a moment to appreciate these incredible pups, but also to appreciate this incredible talent. Ladies and gentlemen, I would imagine right now we're about to be taken on an incredible journey of the spirit. Kosi, it's all yours.